Hello and welcome to my channel today. My name is Felice and this is Yoga Journeys with Felice. The journey that we're going to be working on is our chakra journey. So we started with the root chakra and moved up to the sacral chakra. And today we're at our solar chakra. I encourage you to look at those past videos on this channel so you can work your way up through them if you haven't already. So our solar chakra is above our abdomen, right here in the middle of our belly. It is associated with the color yellow, and it is associated with the fire element. So you can think of it as a fiery yellow sun in the middle of our abdomen. And this is just, when we tap into it, we can really make it glow and spark us with a lot of energy for self-confidence, self-esteem, getting through our day, using our power for difficult things, whether it be exercise or having a hard conversation or a difficult meeting or something that you're scared to do. We can tap into this area and really feel our power flow throughout our body. So that is what we're going to be doing today. So we're going to be doing the way we've been. So we're going to have a mudra, we're going to have some affirmations, and we're going to have a stronger flow. Since we're working with the solar plexus and the abdomen, we're going to be doing quite a few sun salutations, although we'll start it slow, do some modified, work up to a full sun salutation, and then we're also going to be doing some exercises that will really kickstart our abdominal area. So think of abs. So the mudra we're using today is called the Hakini mudra, and it will help circulate our energy, open our breath, and allow us to tap into our vital energy. And it's a very simple one. So we're just putting our thumb together and then taking our 4 fingers on each hand and placing them together as well. And then we're going to take that and place that on our lap, on our abdomen, whenever is comfortable for you while we start our meditation today. And I will guide us into the meditation, and I will sprinkle the affirmations in that we are working with today. And if they resonate with you, you can come back to them at any time in the practice, or feel free to create your own. There's no right or wrong affirmation. So whatever is feeling good for you today is awesome. So I encourage you now to just be in your easy seat. I do have blocks here just in case. I don't anticipate using them, but you might want to have them. They're always good to have nearby. You can also sit on them. I'm sitting on a cushion, but you can sit on blocks, a pillow, blanket, books, whatever you have, or maybe you prefer to sit on the floor. Whatever is right for you. So we'll start here. Again, we'll come to our Hakini mudra, thumbs together, and then all our fingers together. So we're making almost like a ball, and imagine inside is your sun. And then we'll just place that on our abdomen, and you can go ahead and close your eyes down if that's comfortable for you today. Root into your sit bones, stretch up through the spine, and just find your breath. You don't have to do anything with it. Just notice it. Bring your thoughts from your mind into your body. Feel the area of your solar plexus, that abdominal area. This is an area that many of us abuse or try to avoid. Many of us don't like our bellies. But your belly is beautiful. Your belly does many things for you, including holding this powerful sun. So visualize, drop down into the middle of your abdominals and visualize a warm, glowing light. And this light might start small, tiny circle, But as you pay attention and notice it, watch it growing bigger and brighter with every breath you take. Till it fills up your whole abdominal cavity. Picture this as a glowing sun. You can picture it as flames of yellow. I am strong. I am strong. I am worthy of good things. I am worthy of good things. I am filled with pure, positive energy. I am filled with pure, positive energy. And watch your solar chakra grow brighter and brighter and brighter till it expands through all of your chest, your neck, your head. That fiery light flows down your arms, through your legs, into your feet, into your fingers, and it explodes out of you. This is your power to tap into today. And we're just going to start warming up our spine. Like I said, we're going to be doing some sun salutations, so we want to get ready for those. So we're going to do a little Kundalini move. That is one of my favorites to really get the body moving and get the spine moving. So we're going to take our hands and we're just going to hold on to our shoulders. Our fingers are up front, our thumbs are in the back. And we're going to turn to the left and we're going to breathe in. And then we're going to turn to the right and we're going to breathe out. So we're just doing some nice twists. We're going to warm up the spine, warm up the side body. And there is no right or wrong as far as speed. So you can take it as fast or as slow as you want. And we're just breathing in and out. Again, you don't have to go the same speed I am. You can go slower, or maybe your body is telling you to move faster today. Tapping into that fire in your belly as you breathe in and out. And don't be afraid to make your breath audible. This is what is called a sniff and throw breath in Kundalini. In, out. Sniff, throw. And when you're ready, just come to the center. Bring your hands down. You can bring them into that Akini mudra if you'd like, or just set up on your lap, on your knees, and just feel the energy that we've created so far. We're going to take those arms up and over with a nice deep breath. And then we're going to twist from the abdominals over to the left. Our right hand comes onto our knee. Our left hand is behind us. And we're just going to twist from that solar plexus. And every time you breathe in and release, you're twisting a little bit further. Go ahead and take one more breath here. Those hands come up and over. Deep breath in. And let it all go as you release and twist to the right. Again, a few breaths here. Warming up that spine, that abdominal area. Go ahead and take one more breath in and out. And then breathing in. And then go ahead and drop your hands down to your side. So another great thing for abdominals, for our solar plexus, is breath of fire. So we're going to start that now before we move into the physical part of our asanas today. So if you've never done breath of fire before, it can feel a little bit weird. What we're going to do is you're going to breathe in and out quickly. When your breath comes in, you're going to pull your abdominals in. So it's, and then when you release, you're pushing out. So it's almost like a dance for your abdominals. If that doesn't feel good to you, you can just breathe long, slow, deep breaths. But I encourage you to try the breath of fire and don't get hung up on whether you're getting it exactly right. When I first started doing breath of fire, I was so hung up on whether my belly was coming in right or whether it was coming out right, whether I was breathing right. And the less I thought about it, the more everything came together. So don't stress if it's not exactly perfect. All we're doing is we're heating up the solar plexus, we're heating up this area in our abdomen. And when we do this, we are going to bring our arms up to a 60-degree angle. So our hands are going to tuck in, our fingers are going to tuck in rather into our palms here. Our thumbs are going to be out and we're raising that up to 60 degrees. So we're going to go ahead and start. We're going to take a deep breath in. And then you can go ahead and start your breath of fire. In and out. Feel the dance of your belly. You can go ahead and shut your eyes down if that's comfortable. One more. And lift your arms up overhead. Touch your thumbs together. Put your fingers up towards the sky and just take a deep breath in. Hold for a moment and release. Swooping your hands down, cleansing that aura, sealing all that energy into your body. All right, and now we're going to get into our cat-cow just for a little bit of a transition here before we start our sun salutations. So kind of push everything out of the way so you have good space. And we're just going to start here with on hands and knees with our flat back. We have our wrists over our hands, our elbow over our wrist, shoulder over elbow, and we're just going to take some cat-cows. So we're arching up, breathing in and release as you round forward into your cat. And just take a couple of those at your own speed, feeling your body out. Warming up that spine, continuing to warm up the solar plexus. Let's take one more. And exhale and round. Where we come back to our flat back, we're going to go ahead and tuck those toes and push up into our first downward dog. And go ahead and hold it here for a moment. Maybe pedal your feet out. Maybe you want to rock your hips from side to side. Get in some nice stretches before we get going. When you're ready, we'll just come to stillness. We're going to look towards our hands and we're going to walk, step, or jump our feet up to meet our hands into our forward fold. Take a breath here, let it all hang out, let it all go. We come up to our halfway lift, forward fold. Bend those knees slightly as we slowly round up one vertebrae at a time. Hands coming up and overhead, and bring that down to prayer. So this is where we're going to start our sun salutations. We're going to start slow with a couple of modified ones, and then we'll get a little bit quicker and add some more moves in. All right, so here we go. Our hands are coming up and over, breathing in, releasing, exhale down to our forward fold, halfway lift. Our hands are going to come down to the floor, and we're going to step back into a downward dog, and we're just going to hold it here for a moment. One deep breath in and out before we look forward, and then walk, jump, or step our way back to the front of the mat to meet our hands in our forward fold. Come up for our halfway lift, back down, forward fold before we roll it up, hands meet up overhead. You can take a little back bend back before bringing it back down to heart center. Okay, we're going to do that same thing one more time. So our hands are coming up and over, mini back bend, forward fold as we exhale, inhale, halfway lift, exhale, forward fold, inhale, step back to that downward dog, and pedal the feet. Take a moment here before you come to stillness, stretching out those legs, that back, and then tapping into your core as we look forward and you step or jump to the front of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, back down, forward fold. Inhale to round it on up. And bring those hands down to heart center. So we're going to add on a little bit. So we'll take it still slow. And then by the 5th or 6th round, you'll get it. You'll just be able to be rocketing out from there. All right, so hands come up and over. Inhale in, exhale down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, back down to the ground. Hands come down. We're going to step it back. This time we're stepping into our plank pose. So we're going to hold this plank and we're going to concentrate on that core, on that solar chakra. Feel it working. Feel the heat you're generating. Pulling that belly button into the spine. Long, flat back. Don't forget to breathe. And then we're going to drop those knees to the floor. We're going to come all the way down before we push it up into a cobra pose. Stretching out that abdomen here. We're going to push back, toes tuck, bring it up into our downward dog. We're looking forward, pulling that belly button in again as we step one foot and then the other into our forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And then roll it up. Hands come up and over. before they come down to meet at heart center. And breathe here for a moment. Check in with yourself. Check in with that core. And we're going to do that one more time. So hands are coming up. Big inhale as we release. Hands swoop down. Up into our halfway lift. Exhale down. Hands plant on the floor. Inhale as we step back to our plank pose. And we hold it here. Come back to those affirmations here. I am strong. I am filled with pure, positive energy. One more deep breath, really pulling that belly button into the spine before we drop those knees to the floor. Lower our body down, push up into our cobra, stretching out the abdominals that have just worked so hard for us. Nice deep breath here before you push it on back up into the downward dog, looking forward, stepping first one and then the other, or maybe you're jumping into our forward fold and lift up halfway, back down. Big deep breath in to roll it up. Hands come up and over. And bring it down. Okay, just going to fix myself here as when we're doing sun salutations, they are powerful moves, lots of movement, so we may need to adjust some of our clothes. Absolutely normal in yoga. All right, so we're going to do 2 more of those, and we're going to add on a little bit. We're going to add in a chair pose, okay? So this time, we're bringing those hands up and over. Deep breath in, mini back bend back. And this time, we're going to squat down into our strong chair pose. Now, you're just going to pretend that you're sitting in a seat. You can see me both ways here. You can have your feet together or slightly apart. And it's almost like you're just sitting in a chair. And again, we want to squeeze those abdomens and pull the belly button into your spine because that's where the power is, right? That's what's going to allow us to stay in this chair pose. And then we're just going to bring those arms down to the floor, straighten those legs into our forward fold. Come up halfway lift, and now we're going back into what we did before, a regular sun salutation. So we're going to step back into that plank pose, hold it for a minute, visualize that fire in the belly, and this time you can either drop your knees and come down into your cobra pose, or if you'd like, you can add in a chaturanga. So you can come forward onto those hands, come down halfway before lifting up into upward dog. Everybody will push back and meet in our downward dog before we look forward and step up to meet our hands. Forward fold, halfway lift, exhale into our forward fold, big inhale. Bringing all that fire and heat up and over. Bring that down to your heart center and lock it in. Whew. I hope you're getting a little warm. So we're going to do that one more time before we settle back down to the mat and do some core exercises. All right, so you know the drill. This is where you should start feeling more comfortable, at least with the second part. So our arms are coming up and over. Big deep breath. Dive it down into our chair pose. I don't know if you noticed, I almost forgot there. So we're holding it here like we're going to sit into our chair. Maybe this time you can go even lower. Pull those abdomens, your abdominals in. before releasing down to the floor. Inhale up into your halfway lift. Release down, step it back into that plank pose and hold it here, igniting that fire in your core. Again, you can drop those knees and come down into your cobra pose here, or you can go ahead and take a chaturanga into up dog. Whatever you do, we'll all meet back in our downward dog. And go ahead and paddle those feet out here. And we're just going to drop those knees down to the floor. And we're going to come up into our rock pose, just sitting on our knees for a moment. Come back to the visualization that we started at the beginning. Maybe put your hands in Hakini Mudra and hold it. Hold it at your belly. Visualize that fire, that sun inside you that we just awoken with our breath, with our yoga asanas, and come back to those affirmations. I am strong. I am worthy of good things. I am filled with pure, positive light. Now we're just going to go ahead and sit down. And we are going to work on those abdominals a little bit more. So we are going to do a boat pose before rolling down to the ground, where we'll do one more core exercise before we drop into our final Savasana. So there's a couple of different ways you can do boat pose, and every single one is absolutely phenomenal. So you can come here, your feet are on the ground, your knees are bent, and you can just dip back a little bit with your back. You want to keep your back straight so you're not rounding. You want to protect your lower back, and you can just come here and you can just hold it with your hands on your thighs, or maybe your hands out, and pull that navel in and feel it there. So that is one option. Another option is you can take one foot off the ground, leaving the other one on. And again, your hands can be on gently on your thighs or out like this. And then the last option, there's actually more options, but we're going to stick with 3 today. You can bring both feet up, hands out. That last option would be straight legs. So I want you to pick whichever one you're going to go with today. And we're going to come into our boat pose, and we're going to try to take 2 to 3 strong deep breaths there. Remembering again to pull the navel into the spine, to dip into that core center. Imagine the power that you have within there, just glowing like that bright sun, or like a fireball, whatever works for you. And imagine you just have you are so powerful that you can just hold this pose forever. All right, so pick your version of boat pose, and here we go. You're going to look up, maybe find a drishti so you can keep your balance if your legs are up. Even if you're down, it helps keep your back straight and in line. And then you can go ahead and put your feet down on the floor if they're not already there. And we are going to roll back onto the ground. Okay, so we're going to do a few exercises for that core before we come into our nice Savasana pose, which I am truly looking forward to today. So just go ahead and roll down back, nice and easy. Take a nice deep breath, because we are going to work that abdominal area again. And we are going to do bicycles. Now this isn't the type of bicycle you do in your aerobics class or your cardio class or your weightlifting class. We're going to take it slow. We build strength in our belly by being conscious about what we're doing, feeling the muscles work, and holding the muscles. There is really no benefit to going super fast here. So you can start with whichever side you want. Left leg, right leg, doesn't matter. Our hands are gonna come behind our head. Our knees come up. And then you're just gonna bring your right elbow to your left knee while the right leg goes out. Hold it here. Pull it in. Pull that navel into the spine. And then we're gonna go ahead and slowly shift it over. Switch again. And switch. And take a couple more on your own time, remembering to keep it slow. Keep it focused. I am strong. I deserve good things. And when you've done your last one, just drop those feet down to the ground. Bring your head down. Maybe you want to bring your legs all the way up. Bring your arms up and over. And do a nice good morning stretch. Really stretching into that area. Taking a few wiggles. You might want to bring those knees in and just rock back and forth on your spine, giving yourself a little massage. And when you're ready, you're just going to drop down into your Savasana. Legs are spread wide, arms are out, shoulders are down and back and relaxed. You're going to close your eyes and come back to that breath. You don't have to change it or worry about whether it's fast or slow. It might be a little bit rapid from the work we just did, and you'll come to recovery soon. Just feel the power that you've created in your own body. Feel the energy as it's flowing through your spine, down your legs, down your arms, into those fingers and toes. Maybe they're feeling a little tingly even with the energy we've created. This is the energy of our solar plexus, the energy of you. If you want, you can come back to the Hakini mudra and place it on your belly, or you can just stay as you are. Just close your eyes and feel the warmth that you've created in your body with your power, with your own personal sun. And let that swirl through every part of you. Maybe visualizing that sun glowing in your belly. And remember that that power is always there for you to tap into whenever you need it, whether it's on the mat or off the mat. I am strong. I am worthy of good things. I am worthy of good things. I am filled with pure, positive energy. I am filled with pure, positive energy. And go ahead and take a nice deep breath in and let it go. Maybe you want to wiggle those toes, wiggle those fingers. Maybe do a few wrist circles or a few ankle circles before rolling onto your favorite side for our fetal pose, just as a transition to allow yourself to push up into your easy seat, whatever that is for you. And again, let yourself get settled here, taking in a few breaths before you bat those beautiful eyes open. And I thank you so much for being here. If you like this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe below. I would love to see you here. Our next video will be on the heart chakra, and I'm really looking forward to that. That is associated with the color green, so if you want to get ready for that and pull out your favorite green shirt or pants, that would be terrific. And I will see you all next week on the mat. Thank you so much, everybody. Namaste. Bye-bye.